you doing? Right, little project. Hazel does a lot of craft work. Makes cards, all sorts of things. And one of the things she's got is a just a little machine that with a handle, a couple of rollers in it for embossing card and paper and stuff. Comes with some stamps, but she wanted a bigger version, and they are extremely silly money. I think one of the cheapest ones is about 200 quid, which is what, $350, something like that. So I said I'd have a go at making a one. So what I've come up with, flat plate of aluminium just for the base, a couple of uprights, one with a hole for the handle, that one will be changed heights. And what I've done is I've got some aluminium tube which I've machined, put some bearings in, and made up some long rods which will, those to all intents and purposes, these will have holes in them for the, I'll roughly show you what this is going to be. So that'll be there. Might help if you could see what I was doing, wouldn't it? Hang on. There we go. Right, that'll be like that. And then this, the bottom roller will be just an idler roller that will sit a bit higher than that. Let's try and find something to sit at. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That'll be off the floor anyway. So that'll be like that. Then the second roller, which again I've got made a pin for. The second roller will be about 4mm gap between the two, give or take a bit. And then what I need to do is make up some gears. This was a failed attempt because I didn't have everything lined up properly. So I've got 2mm deep there and 3.5mm deep there, and I made a right mess of it, but there you go. The joys of aluminium, because you can just melt it down, recast it and start again. But anyway, that's the large gear to go on the first roller. So this will be drilled out for a tight fit on there, a press fit, which will then be driven by a small gear from the top. So there'll be a gear on here which will drive there, so it'll be an easy action, about 3-to-1 or something like that, which will drive the top roller. And then for these, all I shall do is, when I drill the holes, is that they'll go through, and there'll be a washer, and then I had to make these as well because I didn't have any long enough bolts, 8mm, so thankfully got a good fit. Those will be like that with a washer, obviously a bit lower, and there'll be one on the other side, and then that will be cut off, the bar will be cut off level, just under, and then I'll drill and tap it for a bolt and just put an Allen bolt in there, socket head. So and that'll be it all, and then you just turn the handle, which will turn the top roller and pull everything through. So there you go, that's the next project. So because I messed this gear up, my very first attempt at making a gear, so I can't complain. I got the spacing, gear, everything right, so I made up a new blank. So we'll now go to the mill and have a go at that. Bring you back shortly. Right, welcome back. Okay, got the 3-jaw chuck on the rotary table. That's all levelled, dead in line with the bed. I've centred the chuck on the base plate that I made. That seems to be okay. It's all tight. I've got plate A, which does 5, can't remember what it does now, does 15 to 20 on the dividing. I'm on line 18 and I've got to go 1 revolution and 12 holes on the 18 plate, cut a 54 teeth gear. I'm going 2mm depth. It's aluminium, so I'm just going to do it in one pass. So hopefully everything's lined up and we don't cock it up. So I'll start and see how we get on. I'll do you a couple and then bring you back towards the end if I've got everything right. Okay, off we go. Goes well, I'll bring you back towards the end. Right, welcome back. We're getting towards the end now, so this is where you find out you've either got it right or you've made a big mistake. So we've got another couple of teeth to go. Perfect. Well, that looks about right to me. Excellent. Right, we're going to deburr it and set up for the next one. See you in a little while. Right, welcome back again. This is just a test piece. I just want to test this to make sure I've got my calculations right, but I think I want to do a 24 tooth small gear for Hazel's craft thing. So I've got the 21 to 25 They're module 1 cutters, by the way, which is 1mm. Doing a depth of 2mm again, and it should be 24 teeth. Still on plate A, but we're now on hole row 20, and it's got to be 3 turns and 15 holes. So if I remember that, so it's 3 and 15. Right, we'll try that. That's all done. That's set up. Table's locked in the y-axis. Just make sure that's on 2, locked. Okay, let's give that a go. See how we get on with that then. A little bit close. I should be able to get through there. So see how we get on anyway. Give it a go. Off we go. Come up with another cunning plan. Right, back in a minute. Right, I've extended my shaft. There's a bit of a sacrificial spacer on the back now. Still rigid enough. On the first cut up, so we can now go to the second cut. So it's 3 turns, 3 hole turns. 1, 2, 3, and then 15th hole. Move the dial. Okay, see if this works then.
Hello, Jessie.
Dog's coming to see me. One, two, three. Good job, that's aluminium. I'll bring you back when I'm near the end. Right, we're coming round to the last but one hole, I think. We'll index that up. I'm not sure I've got this right. I don't think the gear blank was quite big enough. The teeth are too sharp. But this was a sacrificial test anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Right. Yeah, I think that's. I think the gear blank needs to be a tiny bit bigger. Let me just bring you in here, see if it'll focus. Come on, camera. No, it's hunting. Let me widen it. There we go. They're a bit sharp, so apart from that, not too bad. So I'll just make the next gear blank, the one I'm going to do, very slight bit bigger than that, and I think that'll work out perfect. So great. Right, I'm quite pleased with that test run. Back in a minute. Right, welcome back again. After my test gear, I've decided to go slightly smaller on the drive gear. I'm going to do an 18 tooth, which means you start off with a 20mm gear blank. I've changed the cutter. Cutter's a new cutter with a tighter mounted teeth. I'm still on plate A, and it's the 18 hole, and it's just 5 complete turns, 5 revolutions back to the same hole every time. So hopefully it'll work. Right, let's give it a go. See how we go. Bit of oil. That's too slow. Okay then. Lock. Using brass for the drive gear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, I'll bring you back in a short while, shouldn't take too long. Right, I'm nearly coming back round to that critical time. wearing safety glasses. Second to last but one, I think. I hope so, anyway. Otherwise I made a right cock up. Yeah, last one. There you go. Try and get you zoomed in a bit. Perfect. Right, cleaned it up and carry on with the project. Bring you back later.